there's a number of remote jobs that are available right now that I think are pretty great. I found my top 5 remote jobs that are available. The order I picked is the coolest job, the one I think sounds the coolest, to the one that pays the most. And then in between are just some other ones that I thought were interesting. But the coolest job, and then very last, I have the one that pays the most. So here is job number 1, the coolest job that I've run into in the remote side, which is a AI content writer. Now, what in the world is an AI content writer? So as you might imagine, these chatbots that are out there, somebody has to teach those chatbots how to chat. I don't know, but how to have a good conversation. And what companies will do is they'll hire a content writer. This is somebody that is really good at writing blogs or journalism or something of that nature. They're looking for that kind of a background, but you don't necessarily have to have experience in this. They would love for you to have experience as a freelance writer, a copyright editor, an editor of your school paper or something like that. That would be great. It's all in English. This is an English thing only. And they're hiring for a number of countries. So if you're in the US, Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, or New Zealand, you can sign up for this job, the AI content writer job. This job, it pays between $20 and $25 an hour. It's a contract job. You can choose to pick up jobs when you like them. You can choose to make this a side hustle. You can choose to make this your new full-time job. That is job number 1, an AI content writer. This next job is a work from home customer service representative. Now, you can have a number of versions of this, and there's lots of remote jobs that do customer service work. But what happens is you are basically in a queue and people will call in with support. And these companies will have lots of customers. So for example, Apple does this. Apple has all of its customer support through one of these organizations. I have a friend who worked at the same company and at one point was helping people on Apple and another point was helping people on Disney who were trying to make reservations. These customer service representatives are responsible for answering customer questions, completing tasks for customers like a reservation or something like that, and doing that for a number of different client companies. Now, these jobs, this one in particular, is with a company called InTouch CX. I'm going to link this into the description below. You can go apply for that job. It pays $12 to $17 an hour. You're not going to break the bank with this thing, but you do get to work from home. It's a full-time job. The limitation on this particular one is that it's Altamonte Springs, Florida only, though you are remote. What I'll say is there are lots of these roles available. You can normally find these jobs if you take a full-time version with all the benefits, 401k, dental insurance. The schedule is absolutely flexible for you. Health insurance, vision, all that stuff. So look for that if you go for an at-home customer service representative. All right, job number 3. This is a fun one. This is an appointment setter or cold caller. Here's what this is. Companies will have leads. They'll get like a list of people who are interested in their services, their products in one way or another. And they'll get this set of leads and they'll need to take those leads and reach out to them and make appointments for their salespeople. Or in this case, the job that I'm going to link for you is a company called Naylor Body Design. And that's it's a health company. So they have personal trainers and nutritionists, things of that nature. And they'll give you a list of people that they think are interested in those services. And it'll be your job to go and make calls through that list. And you get paid for every appointment that you set. So every appointment that you set, you get paid for that ultimately. So this is primarily a commission job. So you're not being paid for when someone buys something, but you're being paid for being successful in getting someone to book an appointment. So you can make between $2,000 and $7,000 a month doing this. What I'll say is $7,000 a month is a lot of money, right? So $7,000 a month is $84,000 a year. That's a good living and you can live very comfortably on that. I didn't put this last because I said I would put the one that pays the most last. And this one is a commission job. So those $7,000 a month, I think is reasonable and feasible for a person to get. Most people are likely to get somewhere closer to the two to four, maybe $5,000 for every month. Again, not a bad living. $4,000 a month is $48,000 a year. very good living with the upside to go up to 84. If this is something you're good at, just smiling and dialing, taking up the phone to call people, this is one that I think you should look at. Look for people who are trying to get help in setting their appointments with possible customers. All right, let's go to job number 4. And this is a healthcare cash posting representative. So this particular one is with Avaya Healthcare. And what a cash posting representative does is they post payments and manual remittances on customer accounts. You research resolve issues, making sure that people's payments got to the right place. And you're really working on that healthcare billing piece of work. What I'll say is healthcare billing, the insurance management, cash posting in healthcare, these are all really great work from home jobs. This particular, the cash posting job, pays between $20 and $24 an hour. $24 an hour, that's $48,000 a year. That is not a bad living. So that is a really great way to do. I say $48,000 a year. I'm assuming you're going to take a couple of weeks of vacation. If not, you make a tiny bit more, but yeah, take a break, take some vacation. All right. Last thing, the final job, the one that pays the most, is a transcriptionist. What in the world is a transcriptionist? This is from a company called Allegis Transcription. So here's what they say about the transcriptionist, the transcriptionist job. You can only do this job if you can say transcriptionist. That's what we'll do here. Okay, here we go. Since 1996, Allegis has provided premier transcription services to legal insurance industry giants through large, long-term contracts. That means they're secure. You don't want that. The combination of volume and stability allows us the opportunity to provide work to a large and growing team of transcriptionists across the country. Integrity, care, connections with our transcriptionists are integral to our success and set us apart as a contract of choice. Our transcriptionists work remotely as independent contractors. That's important to know. The independent contractor thing means that you're certainly not an employee of this company. One thing you could do is you could have other work out there. So if you're super fast at transcribing, you could have additional work that you could pick up over time. And they can't stop you because you're a contractor. That's the big deal. So the transcriptionists, they're an integral to our success and set us apart as a contract of choice. They work remotely, independent contractors, providing high quality legal and insurance transcriptions. Contract work is available for a wide range of experience types, including options to begin transcriptions work for the very first time. That's what I'm talking about when you start transcription work for the first time. This thing makes between $20 and $40 an hour. On the low end, $20 an hour, $40,000 a year. On the high end, $40 an hour, $80,000. You may ask, why in the world don't they just put this through an automatic transcriber? That's because they're supporting insurance and legal. They have to be precise. It has to be exact. You can't screw that up. So they need human transcribers. That's way better for us. That way we get to have an option to do this job. So be a transcriptionist. This is one that's available to you. I really like this one and think it's a good one to go after. So that's it. 5 jobs. Transcriptionist is the one that pays the most. The one that I think sounds the coolest is being an AI content writer. Take a pick from those. I will be doing these videos highlighting 5 jobs that I think are really interesting in the market every week starting this week. So make sure you subscribe and come back every single time so that you can see all the new jobs that are opening up during your search. Till next time, very best of luck in your job search.